CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop. CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN.
Hey guys, the Chicken is here. We're back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, I wanted to talk about the state of the game, the future of Boom Beach, and why the game has, as the article says, still been booming after 8 years on. So yeah, this is something that I stumbled upon that I wanted to talk about. So let's just read some of the stuff in the article. I'm going to give you my thoughts. A lot of this was new to me. I honestly just stumbled upon this randomly when I was looking up something else related to Boom Beach online, and it was posted November 18th, so it was only posted a few days ago, and I hadn't seen it promoted in game. Supercell didn't tell us, the YouTubers, about it, and I thought it was pretty cool, so I wanted to share it with you guys because there's a lot of really great positive insights to the game and some things to get excited about as well. So yeah, we're going to talk about this. I kind of talked about this in the video I did yesterday on the Chicken Gaming channel. That was more so about Boom Beach Frontlines in Boom Beach, but I did pull some stuff from this article to talk about that. That was posted in the community tab and on the other channel. Also, guys, Season 29 live stream is going to kick off on the Chicken Gaming. I'm going to have a link to that channel so you guys can subscribe if you want to make sure you don't miss that. But let's get into this. So, Supercell Games lead Laura Gilliland talks about suiting the players' needs and why Boom Beach is still booming after years on. Now, I don't know who Laura is, but apparently she's a game lead at Supercell. So let's just read a couple of the important stuff from the article, then I'll give you guys my thoughts on it, and I want to know your thoughts as well down below. So it starts out by saying, long gone are the days of developing and publishing a game without the need to tweak, adjust, and support it years after launch. Here at Pocket Gamer Biz, we want to take the opportunity to highlight games that have bucked the trend and found an audience that has kept them thriving long after launch. That leads us to a regular live and kicking series. So they spoke with Supercell game lead Laura after 8 years on since the release of Boom Beach about the importance of customer support and suiting the players' needs. So their first question to Laura was, with Boom Beach now approaching its 8th anniversary, how do you reflect on its performance from soft launch to the mature title that it is now? Laura from Supercell goes on to say, while I did not work on the game as early as soft launch, I did speak to the original team members to get their thoughts on the evolution of the game. The team reflected on the fact that Boom Beach was almost killed. That means in beta, not like anything new. So you know how like the new games come out, like Rush Wars or whatever, and they get killed. Like that's what she's talking about there. But the team pushed against resistance, and in the end, as we know now, they decided to go global. It was a pivotal moment for the company in terms of forming our culture around independent teams. We point to this example often. Quickly after release, the game's performance drove a lot of positive momentum for the team. The team had a clear vision and built toward that vision despite the team composition changing frequently, as we know, as we have seen over the past several years. Looking at the game now at a more mature state, we still think there is a lot more to do with the title. We're excited to find new ways of evolving the title and giving players a great experience. You can expect to see a lot more in Boom Beach. Now, here's a big question. How big is the team currently handling live ops on Boom Beach? So live ops means, from what I understand, it means the stuff that's already in the game that they don't have to push out major content updates for. So warships, Mega Crab, tribes, things like that just kind of, rotate automatically. So she says, like other live games, we have a live ops lead for Supercell as well as other supporting staff, including client development and community management. So community management, that's our boy Nuno. The next question is, how important do you consider customer support and updates to be? What has been your approach? She goes on to say, customer support is very important to Supercell. We work closely with our player support team to gather feedback from our players and try to resolve issues when we can. The team is constantly trying to improve the help shift system so that players can get the answers they need as quickly as possible through that portal. Then in terms of updates, we're evaluating what the right cadence is going forward. We know we need to do more, and we're in the process of trying to find more people for the team to deliver more, better content to the players. This was posted 3 days ago, guys. That's exciting news to me. That's something that, it just means that, they're far from giving up in the game. And it looks like they're actually going to put more resources into it to form, bigger updates and stuff. What steps are you taking to ensure Boom Beach maintains a sizable and active player base all this time after its launch? She says, over the years, we have cared about continuously delivering content to our players. We have released engaging features like Mega Crab Warships and Task Force Operations. Features like those have excited our players and positively impacted our retention. While we have not developed a sizable new feature recently, we have still tried to deliver content at a frequency that maintains engagement while not burning out players. I don't know if they've done a crab and warships weekend back-to-back for a long time, but, you know, overall it's good. To what do you attribute the game's consistently impressive grossing performance, and how do you sustain it? They answered, we have improved our content cadence, it's a fancy word, over the years to better suit the needs of our players. We have also tried to deliver new and exciting features to our players over the years. Right now, we're trying to focus on improving the quality of the experience for players with our product roadmap. Any KPIs such as downloads, DAU, or retention you're willing to share? That just means, I don't know specifically what those words mean, but I'm guessing it means data on you know, the amount of people playing per day, amount of downloads the game gets per month, and things like that. So here, this is really cool. Boom Beach has hundreds of millions of downloads to date and has millions of players playing Boom Beach every day. That's pretty amazing. Millions of players each and every day. So obviously the game, you know, I said this yesterday, the game's in very good shape. You know, all games have, you know, nothing stays at peak forever. Like you look at Fortnite, for example, one of the biggest games ever. You know, it's not at its peak, but it's still doing very well. Boom Beach is the same, just on a smaller scale. So, what lessons have you learned / are you learning from Boom Beach? Is there anything about the game in hindsight you'd now handle differently? They responded, the team is constantly learning from the game, especially from the community. One lesson that comes to mind is the fact that new features do not always yield improved KPIs. I don't know what that means. We have often seen that improvements or expansions to existing features have excited players more. As an example, we had not released a new headquarters in Boom Beach for several years. When HQ23 was released, we saw a resurgence in playtime and players returning to the game. The performance of this feature expansion was better than even some of the recent additional features like Warships earlier that year. That's pretty crazy. So people were hyped for HQ25. Wait, HQ23? What did I say? HQ25? That doesn't make sense. Maybe this is an old article. Of course, there are always things that we would have done differently. Learning is a key part of the Supercell culture. There are features that I would have implemented differently or troops I would have designed differently. While I've been working on the game, I would have specifically built a better pipeline for prototype asset design before implementing the feature. It was a good lesson about the balance of meeting a deadline and delivering quality to players. We could have done a better job with the latter. Finally, how was your experience? Working with Boom Beach informed what you're working on now? Working on Boom Beach has shown me that there is a lot more potential in the game regardless of how old the title might be. Sometimes you just need to get a fresh set of eyes in the operations and development. The current team has been able to identify tooling and development efficiencies that have freed up more time for ideation and creation. We have even shared these learnings across all of the games. I continue to work on Boom Beach, and I work on other titles as well, trying to learn quickly and develop a plan toward even more growth in these games. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, the HQ23 thing kind of threw me off when HQ23 was released. Because the last HQ that we got, correct me if I'm wrong, was HQ20, was it 24 or 25? I'm actually going to have to go and figure this out here right now. But either way, I think it's good news for the game, and I think it's exciting. And yeah, I think it just, you know, means all the things that we've been saying over the last little bit, that the game's in good shape and that kind of thing. So yeah, we're at HQ 25. I don't know why the article says 23, but it also has the most recent, it has the date of it published like 3 days ago. So maybe it's a bit of an older article. Either way, it's still post Warships, so I don't know. But take from that what you will. I thought it was cool and interesting to share. We're still waiting to see if we are going to make the top 500, guys. We'll give you a little clip here. We have 11 hours and 21 minutes as the time of this video is being made to see where we are going to end up. And I think we're safe, but it's going to be close. You know, anything can happen on those last days. I mean, look at this. We're creeping up into the 400s now. So, yeah, 12 hours. I mean, I think we went from 267 to 395 in 2 days, so the last 12 hours are going to have more activity. I'm thinking like 470-ish is probably where we'll end up. That's what I'm hoping for anyways, but guys, cross your fingers, say a prayer for the chicken. And I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of the article and the future of Boom Beach and the state of the game down below in the comments. Don't forget to stay subscribed this week. We got Crab. We got Season 29 coming up. We got... what else do we got? Crab, Season 29. Well, we're going to see if the chicken gets the top 500. That's going to be exciting. And a whole lot of other stuff. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. And we'll catch you next one. Chicken out. Back.